Hello, everybody. I hope that you are having a decent Saturday. Marbles located. Woohoo! Oh no! Don't trip over marbles. Hi, Portico. Hi, Elixir. Hi, Shadows of Life. Welcome, everybody, to the gallery today. It is toward the end of Pride Month. Wow, gosh. It's almost July. My sense of time over the past few days has just completely shattered because I haven't been working. And so the time has become somewhat amorphous in that it's hard for me at the moment to remember what day it is. I kept having to remind myself that it was Saturday today and that I would be streaming. Oh, yeah, Elixir, I think you failed your dex check and definitely tripped on that marble. Interestingly, happily, this came in the mail. This is the it's coming soon. So possibly sometime soon there will be an option opposed to like an alternative provider. I did go, like, this included a website, welcome to xfinity.com, where you could go to find out information. And I went there and typed in my zip code, and it said that they're working on the construction plans. And I could fill out a form to be notified when more information is available. So no details yet. Don't know when the service will be available. Don't even have a projected date as to when service will be available in my zip code. But they're starting to send mailers to current resident. And so, yeah, hang on one second. Yep. There's something on the lens, and I just needed to clean you all off so that I could see you better. An option. But after all that work with the graphics, we can continue, shit-talking Chantel, even after I no longer have Chantel. That's a possibility. I never did manage. I was gonna put together like a Black Alert graphic, but I haven't done so. Like I was gonna try and do like an emote or something, but I haven't done it. Rekar! Hi! Thank you so much for your 18-month resubscription! And 1,000 freaking corgi bits! We have been, successfully sneak attacked by Rykar. Good job and welcome back. Thank you so much. It's good to see you. I was poking around on the back end today and happened to look at my list of subscribers, and I saw a lot of names that I knew. I saw who like the founder badges belonged to and I got a little emotional about, oh geez, sorry, this is really distracting me and I'm going to ignore it. I have a fan blowing on me and I've had face mask on, and so like I need a haircut. I need a haircut so bad. You're always here lurking, but you're here. It's very much appreciated, Rykar. And you've been here since the beginning. You have one of the founders badges, and you've been here and been a subscriber for 18 out of 18 months, and I really, really appreciate it. So I wasn't like, I wasn't going on to just be like, I'm going to look and see who my subscribers are because I want to make sure that it was more, I was just curious. And so I downloaded the list, and it tells me the data that it gives is like so-and-so. It gives me username and says, here are your current subscribers and how many months they've subscribed, how long of a streak they're on, and whether it's like a recurring or a prime or a gift sub or stuff like that. And I don't look at it very often, but I looked at it today and I was very moved by the people who've been here since the beginning. And also just everybody who's subscribed, and I was just like, these people actually care and support me doing the streaming, and it meant a lot to me. So, and the 1,000 bits also very helpful. I know I didn't get a Twitch payout in June. I don't think I got one in May either. I just haven't had enough revenue for them to cut a check. So it's not a big deal. Things have been slow, and this thing has not filled up. And I survive. This is extra for me, and most of what I get from this ends up going back into the channel anyway. We finally got confirmation on when our merit increases for work will actually start. Like my day job as an archivist, they generally put forward a plan, and they were like, oh yeah, raises should go into effect at the beginning of June. And then the beginning of June came and they still had not been officially approved, I think was the issue. So I think they're going into effect, I don't remember, sometime in July. And so I think the first paycheck in August is when we'll finally see them. And then apparently they're giving us the raises that we're getting effective July 10th. Got it. So the raises that they are giving are less than current inflation, which means that they're actually pay cuts. They're not raises. But yeah, we had to wait for the state budget before the raises could be put through. So the raises themselves are less than current inflation in the US, which means that effectively they are pay cuts. But apparently they're also giving everybody a $1,000 bonus at the end of the year, which in my entire time working there has never happened. And it's like, hey, great, yeah, I getting $1,000 minus taxes will help. It certainly doesn't make up for or feel like it compensates adequately for the amount of stress that we've worked under the past couple of years and the additional workload and responsibilities that people have had to take on as people have left and replacements have not been hired. But I won't say no to it. So, I do see Mubot has popped in. I'm sure everybody has seen the news, and there were a number of laws that automatically went into place in the United States today. And the landscape around women's reproductive health has changed, or well, not just women's reproductive health, women's trans mask and basically reproductive health access has become an issue. I mean, it was already an issue, but the landscape changed overnight. And I'm not doing an active fundraising goal on my channel, but I did want to provide some resources and acknowledge that this was going on. I don't really want to spend a ton of time on it because my channel doesn't often do super heavy topics. I don't want to pretend like it's not happening because it affects everyone in the US. But yeah, so the Moobot command there has some information where if you want to know how or what laws are currently in place in which states, that information is there, as well as a link to a list of places that could use your financial support in order to help people who need access to abortions. So, yeah. Anyway, there are times when I am not I don't know how to say what I want to say. There are times where I wish I didn't live in this country, where I'm ashamed of my country. And this is one of those times. So, yeah. So today is retro gaming. We'll be playing Ultima 6. We started last week. It is the first point-and-click adventure in the Ultima series. It's the first time I get to use a mouse in an Ultima game, and it was a lot of fun. You may notice if you have access to the emotes, there's a new emote. Because I added an emote. Because we had just the cutest little encounter in the last in the game last week, and I needed to have I needed Sherry to be an emote. So, Sherry, the lovely mouse that we had a lovely, wonderful conversation with last week on stream, is now an emote on the channel. So enjoy a 16-bit mouse. She was truly a moment of joy last week, and I look forward to what else we might run into in this game. I just randomly saw some little pixels moving on the screen and clicked on, and we had a conversation with a mouse, and it was wonderful. Tomorrow we'll continue with Mass Effect 3. I know we started Mass Effect 3 last week. At the moment, I don't remember what happened in the start of Mass Effect 3. I'm probably going to have to go back and watch last week's stream, or like the end of it at least, to click my brain in before we start tomorrow, because otherwise I'm going to start and I'm going to be like, I don't know what's going on. No clue. Because, oh, the one thing I remember from Mass Effect last week was we got to spend the entire stream with Kaden. So yeah, that's coming up tomorrow. Monday, we actually had a good time with Psychonauts this past Monday. So the plan is to continue with Psychonauts this coming Monday. And we'll see whether we finish the entire game on stream or not. But we were having a good time, and as long as we're having a good time, we'll probably keep going with it. I don't know what's happening tonight. At the end of stream, I don't know if Bree's streaming. I don't know if there's anything in particular happening, but we'll find somewhere. Tomorrow, as far as I'm aware, Gaxpack is not back yet, and I don't know when they will be. They've said they will, and we'll hear about that eventually. So tomorrow we'll find somewhere to go, and then Monday, of course, we will be popping over to see the Stream Punks after my stream for the second game in their Star Wars game, Ember Squad. which was really great. I enjoyed the start of it last week quite a lot, and hopefully you did too. But yeah, so the plans: Ultima 6 today, Mass Effect 3 tomorrow, Monday Psychonauts, and then nothing until next Saturday, because once again I have the week off from work, and therefore there will not be an archives stream coming up on Wednesday. Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to think whether there's anything I'm supposed to tell you about, and I don't know of anything. I honestly wish I had more announcements. A couple of things actually that I was gonna mention that aren't, specific, like talking about me things, but apparently today is Free RPG Day. So if you happen to like role-playing games, and you happen to live near a participating retail store, you might be able to get some free stuff today. I did drop a link in the Discord on the games channel, where you can look to see if there's a participating retailer near you. I'm just looking. I don't know if there's one near me. It does not appear that there is. Thank you, Elixir. But yeah, Free RPG Day works with top RPG publishers to create the can't-miss RPG event of the year at hobby and game stores around the world. Participating stores will have piles of exclusive new RPG adventures and other exciting new RPG-related items. As the world starts the slow crawl... yeah. Anyway, I don't know how up-to-date this website is, but today is the day, so you may want to just check in with your local gaming store and find out if they are participating in Free RPG Day, because that is today. There are also massive sales going on Steam and GOG right now. So if you've been holding off on buying a video game on one of those platforms, it might be worth looking to see if it's discounted. I grabbed 3 games this morning from Steam that I had just had on my wish list, and I was like, I'll get them eventually. They'll be on sale eventually. And I got all of them for under $4. So... yes, massive. Yes, Jody. Yes, Jody. Yes, my brain says it, but it is not my phrase, and therefore I chose not to go there. But whatever. Okay. I hope everybody's having a good day, or at least as good as you can. I was hanging out over on Sam Delev's stream before I went live, and they are doing their 2-year stream anniversary and raising money for Rainbow Railroad. So if you haven't popped in there, you might want to pop in there while they're live and just drop a few dollars into that Tiltify campaign to continue breaking Sam. So if you were not aware that's happening, Sam is actually still live, has been streaming much longer today than normal, and is still raising funds for Rainbow Railroad, a wonderful charity. So as much as I don't want to say, leave me, go watch them, if you have the ability to pop in there and, get a link to the Tiltify campaign and drop some money into that fundraiser, that would be awesome. Okay. I think it's time for the game. All right. Let's get to the menu, maybe. I don't know. Come on. Can we skip the cutscenes and get to the menu? Also, hopefully you all can hear the sound of the game. Come on. Apparently, maybe I should have tried escape. I was hitting enter, which... Nope. I've apparently input too many commands. Hold, please. I broke things. Oh, is there? It could have just been my bad internet when I tried to put in the zip code. Very possible. At the Uptown. Yeah, I don't know. When I put in the zip code, it just was not loading anything for me. So it's entirely possible that was a factor of my internet. And the horribility that is my internet. Okay. I don't recall what just happened in-game. It doesn't like zip codes? It literally asks you to put in a zip code. It wanted a town name? That is very strange. All right. The last thing we did, I think, was... we tried to talk to Sir Geoffrey to ask about things. We left off and I made a note that I should talk to Lord British about Sherry and about Hubert. So I think we try to find the king, which I think, oh wow, remembering how this works. Nope, that's Nastool. Task 1, bother the king. Indeed. I have to remember where the king is in order to do that. I had thought everybody was here having dinner. Aha! I have found the king. You see the noble ruler of Britannia. Good afternoon, Aocon. What wouldst thou speak of? Sherry. Ah, thou hast heard of my little friend? Must take notes. I have indeed. It's interesting to me that it lets me know that Lord British is wearing 2 rings, a pair of boots, and an amulet, or the amulet, but currently has no weapons, no armor, and no helmet. Yeah, the king is in purple, of course. Purple is a royal color. Her name is Sherry, and I'm quite proud of her. I'm certain she is the only talking mouse in all of Britannia. Are you absolutely certain about that? And of her, I'm certain she's the only talking mouse in all of Britannia. I wonder if we're going to encounter another talking mouse in our travels. Thou art welcome to see her if thou dost wish. Thou canst find her wandering throughout the castle. Oh, what another new keyword. Stories. She comes by my room every night so I can tell her stories. This is amazing, amazing, amazing. Hubert. I've known it by heart ever since I heard it as a child. Royalty doesn't get to have a monopoly on talking mice. I've known it by heart ever since I heard it as a child. And now my brain won't remind me of what is the full title of the story? The Hubert story. Hubert the lion was haughty and vain, and especially proud of his elegant mane. But conceit of this sort is not proper at all, and Hubert the lion was due for a fall. I feel like I'm supposed to respond with the rest of the story because the story is longer than that, but I actually don't think that that's what it's... But that's what I feel like I should respond with, but... My favorite story is Hubert the Lion. It's a good story. All right. Hubert the Lion is his favorite story. I don't know if that will be a relevant thing that we need to know what the king's favorite story is, but I feel like it's a good note to take. All right, I think we've actually spoken to everyone in the castle and as much as we possibly can. So, as the stream title says, I think it might be time for us to actually leave the castle, which we have not yet done in this game. Look at the fountains. Thou dost see a pool. Thou dost see a pennant. Thou dost see a flaming brazier. It's point and click. Thou dost see a steel door. Use steel door. Use key on steel door. Ha-ha! Uh-huh. Thou dost see a chain. Thou dost see a crank. Am I gonna have to, like, open the gate in this manner? And how do I do that with a... I now speak to myself. Ooh. Thou dost see a lever. First, let's explore. We could see the moat. There's apparently nothing in the water. Ooh, but can I... Oh, nothing in the tree. Okay. Sorry, I'm having too much fun with the point and click. The fact that this is a point and click instead of just the whole, like, keyboard control bit. Yeah, copyright is for taking mice monopolies. For talking mice monopolies. I mean, somebody's gotta earn royalties on talking mice. I can move diagonally. I love it. Also, I can move using the number pad, which is what I'm doing right now, instead of just like point and clicking everything. Ooh. Let us look. Thou dost see scrub. Thou dost see swamp. Thou dost see Dupree. Yeah. Okay. Dupree, you're not in a good spot. I wanted to look at the scrub some more. Ah, there's nothing there. All right, I think we use the lever. Use. Lever. Switch the lever. You hear a noise. The gate is open. The drawbridge is still up. Use the crank. No scrubs. I somehow knew that's where it was gonna go. Is one of these named Hubert? You have a Fate system game in the works. I don't know much about the Fate system. What what games use the Fate system? Shadows of Life. Or you could tell me which game system you're actually, or like what the name of the game is that you're gonna play. I hear people talk about the Fate system, but I've never gone to like learn about it. So I don't really know. I don't have a referent in my head for the Fate system. $50 of the points have IP protections. Oh gosh. I should look at the map. Because we're actually in the overworld. Like, we have left the castle, which totally not how the maps have worked in prior Ultima games. Okay, come on. I just want... There we go. We have moved beyond the moat, which means we are actually out of the castle now. And, are there maps of the settlements in the clue book, I wonder? There were in previous ones, but they were their own maps. There are. Ooh, this is good. This is good. The towns of Britannia. Points under license are fine. The points themselves have a Creative Commons license. You don't have a name for the game. Oh, it's so they're you're building a Dresden Files RPG using the Fate system. Okay. I'm going to take 1 second and do an internet search using a proprietary internet search tool that has not paid me to advertise it, therefore I'm not saying what it is, because I want to know, I need a referent in my brain. Fate is a generic role-playing game system based on the Fudge gaming system. It has no fixed setting, traits, or genre, and is customizable. Also designed to offer minimal obstruction to role-playing by assuming players want to make fewer dice rolls. So in some ways, similar to something like GURPS, except probably less crunchy. Notable RPGs based on Fate. This is what I want to know. Age of Arthur, Atomic Robo, Dawning Star, Fate of Eos, Diaspora, The Dresden Files. There is a Dresden Files RPG based on Fate, listed on this wiki. Fate of Cthulhu, Houses of the Blooded, Jade Punk, Legends of Anglaire, Spirit of the Century, and Starblazer Adventures, and I don't know any of those. I don't think I know the Fate system. How does it... I'm gonna have to learn this system, because I don't... Fate is derived from the Fudge system, primarily that earlier designs verbal scale and fudge dice, but most versions of the Fate eschew the use of mandatory traits such as strength and intelligence. Instead, it uses a long list of skills and assumes that every character is mediocre in all skills except those that the character is explicitly defined as being good at. Skills may perform one or more of the 4 actions: attacking, defending, overcoming obstacles, a catch-all for solving problems, or creating an advantage. Exceptional abilities are defined through the use of stunts and aspects. Huh. Yeah, I am so... Like, I've heard about it, and I hear people mention it, and I've never done anything with the Fate system. You were a big Fate fan, but no one to play with. Back in the day, back in the early days of my RPG gaming experience, the game that my group of friends played, and therefore the one I was most familiar with and the one that made me fall in love with role-playing games was Rifts, which is published by Palladium, and so I was familiar with Rifts, and I have way too many Rifts resources, and today looking back, I'm like, Rifts is super problematic and has not been updated the way that other games have, but I still have a fond place in my heart for it because it's what introduced me to role-playing games. But I have a lot of Palladium games that are all based on, I forget what their system is called. Megaversal, the Megaversal system. I have a lot of games based on the Megaversal system, including like the TMNT game, Heroes Unlimited, GURPS, the Rifts game. Like, I have lots of that stuff, and most of it I bought and have never ever used because I didn't have anybody to play with. But yeah. Speaking of a sly-looking fellow dressed in rags, hi, Organ Mike. How are you today? It is good to see you. Indeed, we have met a sly-looking fellow dressed in rags. I have not investigated, but it is distressing to me that when we enter a conversation, the music stops. I have not investigated to see if there is a mod that I can install that will make the music continue during conversations, because the utter silence during conversations is... Huh? Oh, you're tired. I'm sorry. Used to play Robotech. Oh gosh, Robotech. I don't think I've ever played a game of Robotech, but I did play Battletech. I remember the character sheets for Battletech with the little, all the dots for your armor and whatnot on your mech, and I just remember mine getting the dots filled in because I would always lose because I always lost in games to my brother. And just my character sheets filled with lots of filled dots. Let's see. Britannia Towns area, we'll call it. Hello, my good man. Okay. Yes, hello. Oh, I know all about that. What is that? How is that a response to the word hello? But I think you'd be better off if you learned about it on your own. You say, name. He glances around quickly to see if anyone seems to be listening. I'm Lord British, but don't tell. But don't tell anyone. Oh dear. Lord British. I'm in disguise, so I can mingle with commoners. Uh-huh. This'll be an interesting conversation. How about job? I'm pretending to be a beggar. That way nobody will suspect who I really am. Here, give me a few coins to keep anyone from getting suspicious. Do you give him any money? Given the virtues, let's see, this would be sacrifice, right? Yes. How much do I give? I don't know how much I have. And I can't look at my inventory right now. You don't give a con man money, but compassion and sacrifice. Hi, Puddle Glum. How are you? $5? He takes the money. Good, I'll get this back to you later. Okay, that was name, job, health. Apparently that is not a trigger word or a keyword. Disguise. Very convincing, don't you think? I made it myself. Somehow I don't think the king, if he truly was going around in disguise, would have made his disguise himself. Oh gosh. Updating mobile phone plan and getting a new phone. That does sound actually aggravating. I've been looking at... My phone still functions, so it's not time. Last year, Philip got a phone upgrade, and so technically, I think until we get the equipment paid off on his, I probably won't be getting a new one myself. But I feel like it's time. Mostly because it's impossible to keep my phone screen clean at this point. I have an iPhone, and they come with a coating. There's a coating on the screen that resists, like, finger oils and stuff like that. That coating is very much stripped away from mine, mostly because during lockdown... I had the phone with me in order to use the grocery list. And so during lockdown, when I came back from the grocery shopping trip, I sanitized everything and got in the shower, because that was back when we didn't know how long... we didn't know what we needed to do, and so sanitization was important. And so I used alcohol swabs on my phone, which, deteriorated the oil-resistant coating on my phone screen much faster than it otherwise would have deteriorated. But, oh gosh, I would love to get a new phone, but also I would really, really love a smartwatch. And Elixir has made me very jealous by getting one herself. Use glass cleaner. But at the time during lockdown, I didn't know, I was looking for disinfection. So I was using alcohol swabs, basically medical prep swabs. I bought a bunch of them right at the beginning of lockdown and used them for cleaning everything when I got back from, yeah. You just got a flip phone? That's awesome. But yeah, it would be nice. The thing that I really wish, though, the thing that I have wanted for years is I want a smaller phone. I have not the current generation of iPhone, but it's tall. I want the shorter one, but I want the shorter one with current era tech. I don't care about the camera. I don't use my phone's camera. They keep upgrading the camera as that's a thing to attract people to the phone. I don't care about the camera. But I want the faster processors and things like that. And when they've put out the SE which is the smaller phone that's actually hand-sized. They keep not putting the current technology inside of it, and so I keep not getting it. But that's what I want. Anyway, I've distracted myself from this conversation with Lord British. Commoners. Of course, nobody would dare say anything bad about me to my face. Nobody except Chuckles, anyway. Dare to say anything bad about me to my face. Nobody except Chuckles. I can't spell. Incidentally, I did, while I was looking at my phone, notice that apparently I'm playing D&D tonight. I did not know this. What did he say his job was? Oh, pretending to be a beggar. I forgot I had a column for that. But as a beggar, people will tell me just about anything. Oh yeah, and I think it's good that we're playing again. I was not aware that we were going to be playing, and so I have had to mentally adjust my my schedule for the day. That's all. My plans for the day have been adjusted. I have to remember how to play my Fairy Rune Knight. And I have no idea what we're doing, because I can't remember what I did yesterday, so why would I remember what happened in D&D last time? I'm really Lord British. I can prove it to you. I know all of the 8 mantras and where the runes are too. I mean, that's not hard to know. We figured all that out and we weren't Lord British. As you recall, we picked a fight in a bad situation. That sounds like us. I mean, they were a nice cult once we stopped fighting. Or, I mean, once we got inside and had a chat with them, they were a nice cult. And they gave me the deed to the local defunct inn, so I own an inn now. Just made a D&D plan to pretend to be cultists and tell a dragon that other people who are actually cultists totally mugged you on the road and stole your clothes. That, yeah, does sound classic, as Elixir says. Oh. More keywords! I really need to figure out how to have the music keep playing during this, because if I get distracted while I'm in the middle of a conversation, we have no background music, and it is not great. He's in disguise too. He's in disguise too, He's really Blackthorn. I mean, I don't actually believe this is Lord British, but this is a elaborate deception. I have an inn with an inn. Wait. Oh. If the... Oh, gosh. Yeah, I don't have a current background character. This is my second character in this campaign. In fact, I have problems with characters dying, often. And there. Now there's some sound. I will have to just pause that once this conversation is done. But my prior character in my D&D campaign died, I think, the same week as the character I was playing in my Forbidden Lands campaign died. And that was just all of the death. Character death happens for me too often. But it's fine. I enjoy making characters. Yeah, we do not make money. But if we can get the inn up and running, we'll have a source of revenue and possibly be able to make some money. And I have sent a communication that should hopefully get some people there to get the inn open and operating for us. I won't say any more on that communication because that communication was... I told the DM what was in that communication. And you're not the DM. Okay. I'm actually going to keep playing the game. I swear. It's happening. I like getting distracted by chat. We all have our secrets, Glimmerwing. Yeah. Glimmerwing is my character's name. 8 mantras. I killed a dragon when I was 8, you know. With my bare hands, too. That does not seem to be one of the mantras. Conversations are significantly longer in this game. Not a mantra, but a good story. Right. I'm gonna ask about runes. I'll tell you this because you look like someone who can keep a secret. You literally have not even asked me my name. I sent out 8 fake runes to all the lords to fool everybody. That does not actually sound like something Lord British would do. You, in the ostentatious red cloak and wearing the silver ankh around your neck, you look like someone who can keep a secret. Oh, thank you. I'm typing into the spreadsheet and you all couldn't see it. So, I put all the real ones in a little box and hid it under my throne. Of course you did. You can't see it there because I turned it invisible. Uh-huh. Yeah, what about honesty? We're phasing that one out of canon. Listen, Blackthorn, I decided banishment was too harsh for him, so I brought him back and made him my jester. I don't know how important this conversation is going to be in the full-on scheme of things, but the real Chuckles is tied up in my dungeons. I got tired of him making fun of me. so many keywords. Dragon. He was a big one, but he hadn't reckoned with the likes of me. I was a tough kid. I'm just not doing the full thing there. Sir, I do not wish to know about your dungeon. Oh dear. Phrasing. A clever trick. Or I'm not Finn. What? What? I actually don't understand that sentence. We'll get to that keyword in a second. I'm Lord British, and I can do whatever I want to. Copy editing. Or, my name's not Finn. Yeah, Lord British can't even do whatever he wants to. But I read that sentence and my brain said, I shall live forever and ever. My brain went immediately to The Secret Garden, the musical. Anyway, tough. I was so tough, he couldn't chew me and he had to spit me out. That's when I killed him. See, I think it was worth paying him 5 monies for the impressive yarn that he's spinning. There's actually a fair bit of detail about the government of Britannia in the lore books. British is just the head of a council of elected lords or some such. We could always look that up if people are interested. I see. Finn. Oh, that's just the name I'm pretending to go by. Of course, you know I'm really Lord British. I am unable to type, apparently. I can see you're too smart to be fooled by this disguise. Well, Lord British, it was lovely to see you again. I don't know if we got anything useful out of you. I should, Finn. I think we say goodbye. If you need me later, I'll be at the Blue Boar, disguised as the tavern keeper. Uh-huh. We'll note that down. But I won't admit it. But I won't admit to it there if you ask me. Too many people that might hear. You see Shimino smiling, an unusual sight. Noticing your attention, he says, perhaps there's a little of Lord British in us all. Oh my, what an encounter. We have game sound back. With the magic of the crown jewels that he owns, though he's the most powerful being on the planet, kind of hard to resist him. Oh my gosh. Elixir, my brain didn't go there, but I can definitely see how yours might have. That conversation sort of crept up on us. Have I talked with my companions yet? I have not, and I should probably do that. But what I was about to do when that conversation reared its ugly head was... Oh, geez, you all don't have... Hang on one second. I forgot to do this. You all couldn't see the PDF above my head when I shut off the spreadsheet. There. I was going to read this entry on the towns of Britannia from the clue book. Britain. So you'll see there's a little map. We've got Lord British's castle. We've got the Royal Orchards over here to the west. There's a blacksmith, a stable, the oaken door, the conservatory and royal museum, the royal mint, a baker. I assume we'll need to visit the baker to get food. Oh, I think we have some food. I don't know how food works in this other than that I know we need it. I just don't know how often it will disappear from our inventory and all of that. North Star Armory. Oh, apparently Britannia is in Minnesota. Because everything in Minnesota is named North Star. L. The Weaver. I assume clothing items available there. A Fletcher. Apparently if we need ammunition, we should head there. Oh, N is the provisioner, so maybe that's where we need to go to get food. I'm uncertain. We have Yolo's bows, and the Blue Boar. So shopping in the east, mostly, it appears. Where better to start an account of Britannia than with her largest and greatest city? Home to merchants, artisans, farmers, and craftsmen, as well as our beloved king, all are welcome in Britain. As Tanith reminded me, during the last great festival, they lit off enough fireworks to turn night into day, and the fountains, nay, the very rivers themselves, flowed red with wine. Or so do I recall it, at least. Between holidays, I find the Blue Boar Tavern quite serviceable, though it's nothing exceptional. Poor Anya is always looking for some miracle cure for her husband. If she mentions it, best not to get her hopes up. The center of town is Lord British's castle. It's surrounded by a moat with a drawbridge that can be raised should the castle ever be besieged. None ever expected it would be needed in these times until the gargoyles came. I hear Lord British has set aside some supplies for your personal use, should you ever return and have need of them. I suggest you pick those up right away. Rumor also has it there's a talking mouse in the castle, but I've never seen such. The only mouse I saw there did not but squeak. Would that the jester had as little to say. All life's a grand comedy to him, and he likes nothing more than playing tricks on the unwary. Just south of the castle are a couple of buildings that house government-sponsored projects. One such building is the conservatory. Most bards have taken some training there, though I never did myself. I believe they teach the mantra of compassion, among other things. In the same building is the Royal Museum of Oddities. Chiton, the curator, is a fine lass, but she's already spoken for. She's sweet on Chancellor Tholden, who works just across the street. Terry at the Mint, on the other hand, is singularly unattached. Of course, one must drop by the Mint when one has gold nuggets to exchange for coin of the realm, but I often seem to find other reasons to drop by. You might wish to go visit Nima out in the royal orchards as well. She's a cute one. Boy, this is very heterocentric. And also, like, misogynistic. Like, what is this bard writing a description of the town doing, detailing his opinions on the physical attractiveness of female personages throughout town? Why does that matter? Of course, Britain has the usual sorts of businesses as well. There's the Wayfarer Inn, Ephraim the Provisioner, the North Star Armory, and Iolo's Bows, run by his former apprentice Gwyneth. These days, ask her about the triple crossbow she's experimenting with. There are also some fine stables and a Fletcher in town. Good old Tiberius runs the Healer's Sanctum, but he doesn't get a lot of business. He charges standard healers' guild rates, of course, while Lord British does the same job for free. Quote. Oh, no, not quote. Double asterisks? I foresee a time when you will need the assistance of the little mouse. Bring her some cheese, and you may persuade her to join you in your travels. Her assistance will prove invaluable. Let no harm come to her. What? Food in Ultima 6 gets consumed when you go to camp. If you have food, you can heal when you rest. If you don't, you still rest, but you don't heal. Awesome. Thank you for that. What? We're gonna go back and talk to Sherry, because apparently we can ask Sherry to join us. Oh, thank you, Lord Portico. Stretch! Oh, but I should probably talk to my companions first. There's so much different in this game. So much that is similar, but so much that's also different. Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate and the posture check, Portico. Oh, wow. Wowie, wow, wow. Well, wowza, wowzy. All right. Let us speak. We're speaking with Iolo now. Let's go ahead and make an entry for Iolo, the bard. Is Iolo a bard? I don't remember. I don't know what Iolo does. We're gonna find out. My party. It's my party, and I'll talk to them if I want to. Let's see. Your old friend, Iolo. And we're in conversation, so music. That is gonna frustrate the heck out of me. Well, Aokon, do you need help with something? Or maybe you've got time for a story, eh? Help, story. Job. I've been a crossbow maker for so long, I've gotten weary of it. I did not know Iolo was a crossbow maker as his profession. That is interesting. Hopefully now that my apprentice has taken over the shop, I'll be able to spend more time as a bard. I thought Iolo was a bard. Apprentice, bard. All us bards have second jobs. I mean, yeah. Expected in this economy. Barding just doesn't pay what it used to. This is true. Help? If you want me to gather all of your gold together so you can carry it, just say so. What? If you want me to gather all our gold together so you can carry it. Just say so. All right. We'll do that in a moment, I suppose. Or I could split it up evenly if you prefer. Ooh, why would I want one or the other? That implies that there are times where it may get stolen from one member of the party and not others. Therefore, splitting it up would mean that I... Huh. Thank you for the reminder, Shadows of Life. Sorry. Evenly, if you prefer. Okay. Story time! Story time! Ah! No! Oh! Dang it! I skipped over the beginning of the story, but apparently he's telling a story about a time when he had to wake Dupree up for a tournament. And Dupree cuts in, "Iolo, you promised never to tell anyone about that." "Yes, you're right, I'm sorry," he whispers to you. "Ask me later when he's not around." Ask about Dupree story when Dupree is not around. Let's see if there's... My favorite one is about the time I had to wake Dupree up for a tournament. Dupree cuts in, "Iolo, you promised never to tell anyone about that." "Yes, you're right, I'm sorry. Ask me later when he's not around." Interesting. All right, so this is just ask when Dupree is not around. Oh, we did this. Ask Iolo about Dupree when Dupree is not around. From Iolo. Yeah, I'll pop that in there. We'll do that. Name. Iolo's the only name I remember having. He pronounces his name YOLO. I've been saying Iolo, but he pronounces it YOLO. We travel with YOLO. Wow. Just wow. That definitely hits differently today than it would have back then, I think. My shop still sells the finest crossbows in the land. I've done a lot over the years to refine the design, and I trained my apprentice well. Yeah, but you can revive people. Yeah, very mixed messages. I'm sure she'll carry on the tradition in fine fashion. All right. Bard. Yes, it's always been a hobby of mine. Have you heard the piece Stones that I composed some years ago? Indeed, actually, I have, but it's always been a hobby. Have you heard Stones? I'm trying not to, like, jot them down word for word, because it takes a lot of time, but Yes. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, you were there when Ken Arnold taught me how to play it. It's lovely that the song you wrote is one of your favorite songs. Iolo gathers up everyone's gold and hands it to you. Iolo splits up the gold between everyone who has room to carry any. Apparently that is a thing that can be done. That's true. It actually is probably a good thing that his favorite song is a song that he wrote. All right. I've still got to tell you that story about Dupree sometime. Who's next? It's Dupree. I honestly had not thought to speak to the party, so... Ruggedly handsome. I didn't know Dupree was ruggedly handsome. Yes, Aokon? Name. It's Dupree. Sounds like Dupre, remember? Apparently it's Dupre. So we've got YOLO and Dupre. YOLO, it's been 1 minute. Chill with the Dupre story for like an hour or something. He's right here. Talking to the party is the only way to kick members out. Not that you can kick out these three. The keyword is leave. Oh. Keyword leave. Kick someone out of the party. I will make a note of that. Quest. Why, questing, of course. We've been on many a quest together, you and I. Dupree doesn't seem to have a lot to say. Dupre. It's Dupre. I need to pronounce their names as they want them pronounced. YOLO. Actually, the way that they've spelled this actually is better. Dupre. Job. Your job is questing. Yes, you've gone on some really fine ones. When you're not around, I have to settle for rescuing damsels, finding grails, and the like. Alright, damsels. Grails. So, classic knight stuff. There was that time you were looking for a dock. It could be worse. Some of them are pretty eager to show their gratitude. Oh my gosh. Scandalous. I'm going to clutch my pearls. Some are overly affectionate in gratitude. On behalf of damsels, we don't need it, thanks. Yeah. Oh, wow. Remind me not to rescue any damsels. That's right. Lord British likes to keep grails around to use at his banquets, but he's always losing them. That is hilarious. And we've started expanding the keyword options for Dupre. This is literally game 6, and I finally am learning how to pronounce their names. That's awful and hilarious. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. I love a Monty Python reference. Grill was probably stolen by French Knights. The other games yeah, they didn't come with pronunciation guides. It never told me how to pronounce them before. The game made a Monty Python joke, which is just amazing. He'll throw us a fine feast if you can deal with the gargoyle invasion somehow. They may be the toughest threat we've ever faced. I mean, I don't know if they're the toughest threat we've ever faced, but they are certainly the highest resolution threat that we have ever faced. We will have to defeat their resolution. Here's the problem. Every time we complete a quest, we get yanked back to Earth. We never get to feast. Indeed, that is actually the problem. And, okay. Did we have an internet hiccup? We're back. Lovely. My internet service preventer doing its job. Thank you for the Hanatel in chat there, and the black alert. I do so hope. Like, as much as I know this is not a wonderful company, at least when I had them, my internet was stable. And just having a choice would be lovely. And I can hope that maybe they bring fiber to my area. You love that the graphic is now accompanied with game music? Oh my. Alright, so we have spoken to YOLO and Dupre. Let us speak with who I've been calling Shamino, but I'm scared that now I'm going to find it's Shamino or something. Wait. That's me? Ah. And game music goes away because we're in a conversation. I've got to fix that. Alrighty. You see a quiet man who almost seems to be a creature of the forest. Alrighty. Yes, my friend. Shamino Salidacil. Okay. I did not know your full name. He's a noble, honorable paladin. Dupre? Sure he is. Honorable in what sense? Job. I help my friends when they need it. Not a bad job. I don't think it pays well, but I should note the keyword. The alt tabbing into and out of the program so I can take notes is harder in this game because it captures my mouse, where the previous ones didn't care about my mouse. YOLO's family is Fitzowen? YOLO has a last name? Our Ultima 6 party includes YOLO, Dupre, and Chemino Saleh Dacil. Yeah, the one that needs a pronunciation. Like, is it Sally? Is it Saleh? Saye? The one that needs a pronunciation, it did not give us one. Right. Woods. The rest of my time I prefer to spend exploring the woods. Is Chemino a druid? Did I not realize Chemino was a druid? I honestly don't know what classes any of the characters are, except for mine, and my class is Avatar. Health. I didn't ask Dupre about health, and Chemino literally just told me that I should. Health in which one? Ultima 4, health was a keyword to ask everybody. Chemino's a ranger. The descriptions sound very druidy. Though we have spent much time apart between your several visits to our realm, still I consider you one. Health isn't a keyword anymore. Gotcha. One of my closest friends. Thank you. Thank you so much. I prefer the deep forest. Spirit wood isn't as dense, and it has those strange wisps everywhere. I tried to put an H in wisps. Wisps doesn't have an H. All right. Forest. It is home to me. I believe you also have a home in the forest. Isn't that where we started the last game? It's Richard Garriott's SCA alter ego before he became Lord Cantabrigian? British? That is amazing. I love walking in the dark shadows of the trees and studying the nature of the forest creatures. Oops. Whisp it good. Whisp. I know little of their nature. I believe there are some mages who have investigated them, however. Magic. I know little. I believe there are mages who have investigated them. Right. Home? Whisp it. Whisp it good. 1 second. Right. A home needs not walls to make it so. Anywhere I lay my head is home. I've lost the tune on that one. It was there, and then I started trying to sing it, and the tune left my brain. When you goofed and found you couldn't kill Lord British in Ultima 1, the marathoners sent you off to kill Shimino instead? Interesting. When a good time turns around, you must wisp it. You will never live it down unless you wisp it. Oh, geez. Too much. Those that dwell in the woods have lives of their own, more interesting to me than the ways of the townsfolk. Lives. Honestly, not a bad philosophy. I mean, it seems very introverted, which is fine. There is much to be learned from the animals, if you will but listen. That's like a hint to talk to the animals. Also, Dupre, what the hell? Why do you butt in on every conversation? Nature snob. Actually, we should not... I shouldn't berate Dupre for butting in on conversations. That can be a signal that... well, there are multiple reasons, and I don't know the reason. It could just be privilege. But it also could just be ADHD. So, don't know. Dupre says, now Shimino is going on about talking to animals. The whole world's going batty. Yeah, we did just have a wonderful automated message in the chat about ableist words. Hello, ableist word. Perhaps one of the members of the council could tell you more. Members of the council could tell you more. Wisps. Ask. All right. Ask one of the members of the council to tell me about wisps. From Shimino. Really? Trees hasn't been a... Okay. Alright, walls. When folk ask why I have no walls in my home, I ask where are the trees in theirs? He smiles. Why I have no walls in my home, I ask where are the trees in theirs? Okay. Trees. In many ways, they are the lifeblood of the realm. Without trees, we could not long endure. Yeah. That is truth. Without trees, we could not long endure. We're about to have another conversation, so because I need to go back into talking to Dupree again to ask about health. Ask YOLO? Shimino said to ask you. Why? Why have you done this? Ask Dupre. What kind of conversation? I don't know. I don't remember what I said. Oh, that's their version of I can't help you with that? I see. We're still gonna ask YOLO. Because it told me to. Ask Shimino. That's hilarious, actually. It's a circle. It's lovely. Ask Shimino. So YOLO says to ask Shimino. Shimino says to ask Dupre, and Dupre says to ask YOLO. Ask your mother. Oh, jeez. Okay. Ah! There we go. All right. Apparently there's one more thing we need to go and ask Sherry about, which is to see if she will join us. I do not know how this is done, but let's go find us a mouse. Because we love Sherry the mouse. Sherry the mouse is amazing. Hello, Sherry, where might you be located today? Almost 2 hours of uptime, and we tried to leave the starting area. We did indeed try to leave the starting area, but the clue book suggested that Sherry the mouse might accompany us on our journey. And that we would need to have the mouse. So, I just need to find where she has gone. She's wandering about the castle somewhere. I don't see a mouse in the guard barracks. Out of range. Locked. Alright, let me get my inventory here. Use key. Use other key. Is a locked door that I cannot go through. Oh dear. Sherry? Sherry Mousy. Sherry Mousy. Sherry, won't you come on with me? Come on with me. Sorry, I had to. It was somewhat required. I'm sure you all understand. Where is Sherry? Have I missed her? No free hand to hold the torch. I think we're back. Thank you to my internet service preventer, as always. Does anybody have a free hand to hold a torch? No. Alrighty. Well, I suppose we take the spellbook out of my hand, and I put a torch in my hand, and I use the torch? No, but I'm literally holding a torch. Look! I figured out how to use a torch! Use door. Use key. Door. Use key. Door. Use ladder. Well, that was not effective. Sherry was not downstairs. Where did Sherry go? Sherry? Sherry? I've lost the mouse. Hello? Hello, mouse? Lovely talking mouse. Where are you located? I am gonna run around this castle till we find this mouse. Look. Oh no. Oh. Is the king reading the story to the mouse right now? Adorable. You see a cute little mouse. Squeak, squeak, squeak! Join me. I can help you. Do you want me to come with you? Yes. Great. Does that mean... Oh my freaking Sherry is in the party! Sherry has inventory! What is going on? This is amazing! Good luck leveling her? Does she not level? This is amazing. I love it. We must protect Sherry the mouse at all costs. It took us all day in game, but we have exited the castle and don't presently have any reason to go back in. She can, but how am I going to get her killing blows? Well, maybe if we're fighting something small? All right. I suppose we just explore? Although I'm pretty sure things will be closed given the time of day. I should probably follow the path. tiny enemies. Yes. Hello, God. You see a muscular, well-armored guard. Well-armored guard. I'm hoping this is a short conversation. If it's not, I will activate the music again. But... Hello? Can I help you with something? I'm not allowed to give out that information. Mostly just because they didn't want to give them individual names. I am one of the Lord British's elite guards. We keep order throughout Britannia. Yeah, I was expecting that they wouldn't end up being too talkative. Guard. Order. Order up! Lately, our ranks have thinned. Many have been lost in the war against the gargoyles. Many lost to gargoyles. Names are hard. Can I have your badge number? I'm just doing whatever accent wants to pop out of my mouth, apparently. Hail Lord British, hail Britannia, hail the glorious Avatar. Cheers for LB and Avatar. I don't expect to get anything useful out of him, but... Oh, another keyword. Patrol. Basically exists for two reasons. To beat the tar out of you if you do something wrong, and to get rid of any enemies you kite back to town. That's good to know. Few left to patrol. And those may be sent to shrines soon. I fear we may lose this war. Lose. Wow! How many keywords? That is our only job in times of peace. Not a single shrine have we liberated. The gargoyles fight like demons. So, by possession and summoning things? May we see such times again. Oh gosh, our Ultima 6 party includes YOLO, a fighter/bard, Dupre, a paladin, Chemino Saleh de Seal. The game decided not to give us a pronunciation on that one. A ranger. And Sherry, the talking mouse, who is probably better than all three of the others put together? Question mark? Yeah. I love it. I love it. Daemons. Daemons are the captains of Ferengi starships. I have noticed a certain resemblance. I mean, they do kind of look like demons. But we were specifically told that they were gargoyles, so I was going off of that information that we were given. Okay. I assume that's probably the same conversation we would get from any guard that we speak to. If that is all, I'll be back about me duties. Use the door. We've found a new location. Look at the tapestry. It's just a tapestry, apparently. It's night time. I don't want to use up my torches, though. So, at the moment, I'm not lighting one. Just gonna wander around inside a place that I probably want to actually see the entirety of. Oh. For some reason I thought that was a wall. But apparently I can just walk across it. There's a harpsichord and a harp. Look. Let us see a harp. Let us see a harpsichord. Let us see the floor. Let us see Dupree. Dupre, sorry. I'll get it eventually. I was looking, there's not another instrument there. Okay. Let us see a decorative sword. It weighs 0.6 stones and can do 4 points of damage. Use harp. Let me see if I have the reference. I don't remember the numbers that I should push. Page 56. Apparently not actually where it says it is. At least not what I was looking for. Do. I don't remember the buttons to push. Thank you, Mike. I mean, I didn't expect that it was actually going to do anything, but I have to do it. Use harpsichord. Ah! I was better on the harp. This is the conservatory part of the museum and conservatory, apparently. The perpetual motion machine? Thou dost see gearwork. And it's in the shape of an infinity. Thou dost see a protection field. Left, the mystery fountain. Right, the energy field. It's a mystery fountain. Use. Mystery fountain. Make a wish. Horse. It didn't magically give me a horse. I tried. Can't use the protection field. A monolith. Thou dost see a monolith. Apparently not a readable monolith, so that's fine. This painting portrays a square staircase with no beginning or end. There are a number of hooded monks facing in both directions. As you look at the painting, you notice that the monks in the picture are moving very slowly, ascending and descending the staircase endlessly. This painting is of... Oh wow, this painting is of a painting hanging on a wall. The painting within the painting is of a pipe floating in midair with smoke curling up from its bowl. The frame in the painting has a little plaque in it that says, "This is not a pipe." Oh, that's great. This painting shows a strangely familiar scene. In a small museum, several people stand regarding a painting hanging on the wall. You see only their backs. You reach up to scratch your head, and one of the figures in the painting does likewise. It's you. This painting shows whatever happens in front of it, like a mirror. But it shows you the other side of everything, as if it were hanging on the opposite wall. Witchcraft. It's a night at the museum. The bones of Zog. Who's Zog? Thou dost see a pile of bones. It weighs 16 stones. Apparently, we can pick up the bones of Zog. I'm just gonna make a little note. I probably will not remember that I have taken this note. The bones of Zog in the museum can be picked up. Don't know if that will be necessary to know, but seemed like something to note. Thou dost see a sign. Dragon artifacts. Thou dost see a hatched dragon egg. It weighs 0.4 stones. Thou dost see a dragon. It weighs 13 stones. Dragons only weigh 13 stones? Oh, apparently there's a garden. A statue. A stone lion. We're just gonna be out all night. Let us see a sundial. It doesn't tell me the time because it's nighttime. Sundials don't work at night. Let us see a government sign. As expected, back outside. I'm still just amazed with the updated graphics and interface and stuff. I'm actually not usable. Oh, it wasn't closed. An inkwell. How did we end up behind the counter? Pick up. Get. I just stole a gold. I don't know how bad that is in this game. It was not good in previous. But I don't know how. Is there karma? Do I need to check my karma? Did I just like destroy my karma by stealing 1 gold off of the counter here? Oh dear. Oh dear, I don't know. A gavel? A wine glass, candle. Let us see a picture. This is a painting by the respected artist Elmore. Apparently, looking at the painting, I'm going to sit in judgment. Looking at the painting, change the music for some reason. All right. I don't know where we're going next. Use the door. Ah, okay, we've been in there. I feel like I'm missing something. Like maybe there's a hidden doorway? Because there's a whole section of the building I have not figured out how to get into. Because it puts me here. But there's definitely more beyond that. And I didn't see an entrance for that other area. Does not know. Well, shops are this way. We're literally still basically in the beginning area. And I'm just exploring the town at night when everybody's asleep. So I don't have people to talk to at the moment. Thou dost see a sign. Yep. My brain is not parsing the language at the moment. But that's not a big problem. I just have to go and find my vocabulary, or my alphabet again. Where is it? Hold, please. Is it in the compendium? It is. Right, so, words. All right. It was the L's, though. Bellring. Yeah, bell ringer. Lake? Lane. Bellringer Lane. It's always lovely to have signs that are there as signposts to tell you where you're located or give you directions and not be able to read them because of the alphabet that they're in. Textile shop. Oops. That would certainly make it more difficult to make tea, Shadows of Life. What time is it? Let us look at the clock. Nope, no, I didn't want to look at me. Look at the clock. It's 12:43 a.m. Grand. The Britannian common folk can read it just fine. My education's just clearly been lacking. I mean, I don't know why they didn't teach Britannian runes where I grew up, where the language doesn't even exist. I mean, they clearly should have taught them to me. They should have known that I would have a use for Britannian runes, despite the fact that the language and writing system don't even exist where I'm from. The armory. Oh, what sucks is that we're here at nighttime, and I've like picked up a bunch of stuff that I don't actually want to be carrying. I just picked it up so I could sell it, and there's nobody here to sell it to because it's the middle of the night. It's a food shop. Use the doors. I have not had any encounters yet, which is totally fine. The herbalist. I do have quite a few ingredients. Is that a grave? It is. That I'll see a tombstone. It weighs 18 stones. I can take the tombstone. What does it say? What does it say? THUSBAND. No, that's got to be an H. It's an H. Husband. F-I-F. What is that letter? Is that supposed to be the TH? Husband the 5th. Husband the 5th. M-A-R-T-I-N. Martin. L-E-F. Husband the 5th, Martin, left his left this world of toil when he fell in a vat of boiling oil. Husband the 5th, Martin, left this world of toil when he fell in a vat of boiling oil. Is the herbalist making dead people tea? I don't know, but we have an entire set of gravestones here to read. Yeah, totally pleasant. Look. All right. Oh, wow, this one's gonna be long. Let's try that again. I'll get it eventually. Husband the 4th Rod, Rogers. Rogers. Rogers, yeah. Manner? Manner? Was Rogers Manor? That's weird. Was formal and stiff. Got it. It's Roger. It's Rogers, Roger apostrophe S. Husband to the fourth, Rogers Manor, was formal and stiff. Till one day he fell off a cliff. But now his body's a cordial host. Wow. Yeah, it's with an apostrophe. Till one day he fell off a cliff, but now his body's a cordial host to worms and maggots. For he's a ghost. I did see the stretch and self-care redeems. Thank you. Wait, there's plot? All right. So, husband the fourth, Rogers Manor, was formal and stiff. Till one day he fell off a cliff. But now his wow, I can't even remember. But now his body's a cordial host to worms and maggots, for he's a ghost. All right, husband the third. Husband the third, Walter. Walter. P. Thank you. Passed. Passed on in his sleep. Husband the third, Walter, passed on in his sleep. His last thoughts a SECRE. His last thought's a secret that death will keep. Husband the third, Walter, passed on in his sleep. His last thought's a secret that death will keep. I think we're back. I've moved on to the next tombstone. Husband the second. R-O-D-E. Roderick. Passed with an AWF awful whale when someone SERVED served him poisoned ale. Husband the second. Oh my gosh. What? Galara! Galara! Thank you! Cranberry! 5 gift subs! Thank you so much! Welcome! New subscribers, either welcome to the Rogues Gallery or welcome back to the Rogues Gallery. Detective Zen, Lauren themself, Abyssal Icarus, Vance, and Thorkel. Hi! Hi, Galara! It's good to see you. We're reading Tombstones. Because it's nighttime and all the shops are closed, so we're reading Tombstones. Also, Sherry is an emote now. And is part of our party. You lose sound when I move the window. Husband the second. Already forgotten his name. Roderick. Husband the second, Roderick, passed with an awful wail when someone served him poisoned ale. You just wanted to distract me from the runic translation? Yes. I did that this morning. It was actually one of the easiest emotes I have done. Husband the first. Sir Kedrick? Sir Cedric. Burned with fire. Bold? Yep. Till his life was Quenched, quenched with a dagger cold. Husband the first, Sir Cedric, burned with fire bold, till his life was quenched with a dagger cold. Yeah, Sir Cedric the Bold. Someone? Yeah, they're always rhymes. All of them have been rhymes. And they're great. They were a lot of fun, and translating them has improved my speed with the runes. Because I only look at the runes once a week, and so I forget what they're just supposed to be cool with all these husbands meeting mostly violent deaths. Outside the herbalist's shop, 5 husbands so far. There's another grave here, though. Though she Outlast, though she outlasted husbands 5, now Beth 2 is no more alive. Though she outlasted husbands 5, now Beth 2 is no more alive. But as she drew her final breath, she smiled a smile to SCOLL. At death. I think that's supposed to be scowl at death. But that is not an N, or a W. That is definitely SCOLL. But I think it's supposed to be scowl. Scoff. Thank you. Scoff at death. It is scoff. Those are F's. It's my brain read them as L's, but they are indeed F's. So apparently, Beth outlived her 5 husbands, but now she's dead too. Not apparently a doorway there. I mean, you got it before I did. That's good. I don't know what time it is now. It's now 2:17 a.m. Does that mean the herbalist is dead? Look. Let us see a villager. Apparently the herbalist is not dead. I feel like I should really be doing this exploration during the day, but at the same time, It's our first time out of the castle. Righty. What's in here? What's in here? What's in here? Look. A chair. Oh, this is Iolo's bows. I should just be able to take things from here. But I'm sure I will be scolded for stealing again if I do. I need to know what weapons Sherry can use. I need to arm Sherry. I need to armor Sherry. Sherry needs to live. Sherry is part of my party, and I am thrilled with that. That I'll see a bell. I used the bell. I love the fact that Sherry is a party member. I need Sherry to, like, level up and live and be well armed and just be an absolutely spectacular, I don't know, mouse knight? Sounds like a good idea. A spittoon? A lightning wand is best for her. But, okay. Anything less than 1 stone in weight, because, I mean, she's got a strength of 1. Do I have anything less than 1 stone? Let's look. Lockpicks. This 0.8 stones. She could use the main gouge. Move. Move. I don't remember how to move things. Thank you. I've done that incorrectly, I think. Move this to Sherry. Take her to the Shrine of Valor when she levels. She'll be unstoppable. How do I've forgotten how to move things from my inventory to somebody else's inventory. Move. Oh. There we go. I have recalled how. Let's just see if there's anything better. I don't know what this says. A skillet. Oh, yes. I have a skillet. They won't let me use it as a weapon, though. But I have a skillet. I wish I could use it as a weapon. I would totally use it as a weapon if I could. But it won't let me. All right. Dupre. Doesn't look like Dupre has any weapons worth giving to Sherry. There's a sword. Too heavy. There's the throwing axes are too heavy as well. I have 134 bolts. What is the E? Oh, So her encumbrance right now is 1 of 1 stones. So I can't give her any armor, because that'll be too heavy. I'm still gonna try. Yep, Sherry can't carry it. It's too heavy. But Sherry has a weapon. Sherry is amazing. I just wow. I am so happy. The clue book said we should bring Sherry along, and Sherry can join the party, and it's just wondrous. I think we left town, and I didn't mean to leave town. I wasn't ready to leave town yet. How do I do that? What? Let me look at the reference card here. It might tell me about tactics. We haven't looked at the we've just jumped in. We didn't read the manual. We didn't do any of that stuff. Librarian Liz! Hello! Hello! Lovely, lovely people. We're gonna lose sound for a second as I shift a window out of the way. Hi! Welcome in, everybody! It's great to see you. How was the stream? I hope that you had a wonderful, wonderful stream today. It's good to see everybody. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. We're playing Ultima 6, which is the first point-and-click adventure in the Ultima game series. We've played 1 through 5 already, and I have a new party member. I have a lovely, wonderful talking mouse who is a member of my party and is currently armed with a main gouge, which is a type of sword. But I have a talking mouse in my party, and I'm totally gonna make her a knight. 'Cause why wouldn't I? Just amazing. What is this? No, no, no! Don't begin combat. That is not what I wanted. There! I figured it out. She needs to not be on the front line. She does not have a lot of health. She's only level 1, because she's a talking mouse who's lived in the castle and had stories read to her by the king. Okay. I'm so happy. All right, you're gonna lose sound again while I move the window back, because it won't play the music when we're in a conversation, and it won't play the music when we're moving the window, and I don't know. Eventually it'll be morning again. I used to just sit and hit the spacebar a lot to advance time, and that doesn't work in this game. The Fletcher. We're exploring town, but everybody's asleep, so I can't actually buy anything at the moment. I should probably just have found a bed back in the castle and slept through the night. Or, just gone to sleep out in the wilderness somewhere. I could still do that, technically. Can you sleep in the castle, I wonder? Sherry tells you it's 6:15 p.m. and we are nearing end of stream. It may be time to take her off the front lines and prepare to retire from Britannia for today. Actually, I think Iolo should maybe also be rear. Iolo's already rear. Why was Sherry frontline to start? Interesting. Main gauche was a specifically offhand weapon, hence the gauche, or left designation, intended for parrying an opponent's strikes. Awesome. I was unaware of that history, and I enjoy learning on my streams. Hi, Just Here for Coffee, also. I don't think I said hi earlier. I don't know if I saw you chatting earlier, but it is good to have you here, and we read all the gravestones. We learned about Beth, who had 5 husbands, outlasted them all, and was cheeky to death when, did it just get lighter? I think I'm just gonna, keep walking around until it's daytime. You came in with the raid. Ah, gotcha. Serpent's Loop. Serpent's Loop? Is that on the map? I think we've left town. Yeah, the sun's rising. I'm happy about that. Oh, look, a farm. Somewhere north of town in Serpent's Loop. This is a vertical farm, so I think I know where I am. Is there somebody in the bed? Oh, I didn't mean to use the bed. There is indeed a woman in the bed, and she's asleep, and I should not be intruding. That is just rudeness. But yeah, the sun also rises, so we're finally going to be able to, sell all of the random things that we picked up at Lord British's castle, where he said we could literally just take anything we wanted. Oh, that's a window, not a door. Oh, that's the textile shop. Hello there. Who might you be? It's a peasant. You see a man wearing a long gray cloak. It's spreadsheet time. Let's see. Man wearing long gray cloak. Yeah, Britannia Towns area. I guess this is technically Britain, right? We're in the town of Britain. It's so weird because, the locations are not as defined as they were before, because now the towns themselves are just, on the main map, which was not the case in prior games, although it's really, really cool. All right. Hello, man in the long gray cloak. He wears gloves with the fingers cut off and carries a large hourglass with him. Good morning, friend Avatar. I'm Dava McCord. That is an amazing name. I love that name. Hello, Daver. What might your job be? Every hour of the day I ring the bell a number of times. I'm not surprised it's the bell ringer, since we're right next to the bell. Daver McCord is the best name ever. Bell. According to the numbers on the hourglass, you see. So only during the daytime hours. Rings. Bell. To mark the hours per the hourglass. But, sorry, not the sundial? There's a sundial not too far from you. Wait, for reasons... what? Shadows of Life, I don't understand what you're saying. The sentence isn't parsing for me. Something about in your pants, the sun also rises? Which is very phrasing. Well, I usually know what time it is up here in my head somehow. You have to add... oh, in your pants. You have to add that phrasing. I gotcha. For reasons, you have to add in my pants to the sun also rises. The sun also rises in my pants. Wow. Yeah, phrasing indeed. But just in case, I start this hourglass at sunup, turning it over every 9 hours. It is especially important for those with shops. The time. For those with shops. They know when to open for business, eat lunch, close, and that sort of thing. And then they use it to oppress their workers by paying them a wage based on the number of hours that the workers are physically present. And, sorry. We're not going to digress into capitalism yet again on this stream, at least not at the moment. Another of Lord British's innovations, this bell thing. Ernest Hemingway would probably be pleased. I guess that you don't keep a regular schedule being the Avatar and all. I mean, I don't sleep unless enemies have damaged me to the point where I need to. Whoops. Probably out till all hours collecting runes and such. Do I really need to go and, like, collect all the runes again? Like, seriously, again? How many times am I gonna have to collect these runes before you all port me back to my own home world and then you all have a frickin' crisis and I have to come and collect the runes for you again? We weren't collecting runes in the last game. But, like, again? Come and see the violence inherent in the system. You look much taller in person. Woodruff's painting does not do you justice. This is me taking notes. I don't know how much of these notes are actually going to be useful and relevant, but after the last 2 games, I'm not taking any chances. I'm basically writing down everything they say. Magical little things. There's a symbol on one side and a letter on the other. On one side, letter on the other. Probably spell something out if you put them all on a necklace. Which probably also means there's a specific order that the runes go in. Oh dear. Oh geez. I think these notes are gonna have to move. let's go ahead and bump those notes down to there, because I need new columns. I need rune and symbol and letter. These we copied over from Ultima 5 and Ultima 4 before that. There's a rune cutter in Minok in Ultima 4. Maybe they could make a few extras. What was I? Oh, I was gonna put that out as a quest as well. Find the order of the runes and the word they spell. Seems like a quest to me. Ooh, Galera! Thank you so much for sharing your resubscription 7 months with the Rogues Gallery. 7 months as a rogue, and 6 month streak, which is amazing. I did actually, I think I had tier 1 subs called Rascals for a long time, and I renamed them to Rogues because I just keep calling you all Rogues. So the first tier is Rogue, because why wouldn't it be? I think tier 2 is still Rapscallion and tier 3 is Trickster. So if anybody ever does those, you know, they'll have that. But yeah, thank you. Hasn't been done for a long time. After the Codex of Ultimate Wisdom was brought back from the underworld, Lord British gave the runes to the lords of the 8 cities. You are a font of information, Daver. I've already forgotten your last name. McCord. Daver McCord. Gave the runes to the lords of the 8 cities. Get the runes from the lords of the 8 cities? Daver McCord. So, we did not have to gather the runes in the last game, so I don't know where the runes were in the last game. I want to freeze the top row, please. Thank you. I don't know why. I just want it that way. All right. A couple more keywords, and then we'll save and figure out where we're going for the end of the stream, or where we're, you know what I mean. You know full well what I mean. Justice. I know little of that. I'm just the bell ringer. But you literally, that was one of your freaking keywords. Wasn't it? That response was not a I know stuff response. Justice is one of your keywords. Did I misspell it? Just ice. I don't understand. I don't understand why that's a keyword of his if he doesn't have anything to say about it. But okay. Lord British appointed lords to rule the 8 cities. Lord British to rule the 8 cities. The world always develops while we're gone, back on our plane of existence. It's possibly a mistake, yeah. Cities. Let's see now. He counts them off on his fingers. Names them. We'll just make sure we know, and we should know. Minoc, Trinsic, Jalome, Yew, Scarabray, Britain, Moonglow, and let's see, we've got Minoc, orange, Trinsic, purple, Jalome, red, Yew, green, Scarabray, white, Moonglow, blue. Ah, yes, and Numagencia. Black. I hear each of the lords knows a mantra. I mean, I know all the mantras. But if this was the game I started with, I would have to go and visit the lords to learn all of the mantras. The red words being highlighted is considered a help. Yes, previous games did not do this. We just had to guess what the keywords were. I like having the red words highlighted. The game defaulted to that, and I love it. Haven't the foggiest what those are for. You can turn it off. Yeah, no, I love that it does that in this game. It makes the game a lot. It makes it easier, but one of the more frustrating parts of the previous games was feeling like I would miss things because I didn't know which words I should be asking people about. Something to do with the shrines, I think. Yep, they do have something to do with the shrines. This is all old lore. This is like, we've known this. We've known this since at least Ultima 4. About the stones and the shrines and the mantras, and I think Ultima 4 is when they started. Always wanted to visit them, never had the time. And that would loop us back into the time conversation, which we've already had with him. And, you know, he never had the time, which is a joke because he's the bell ringer, which means he's the timekeeper for the city. Daver McCord, who has a spectacular name. Oh my gosh, he's got a hero's name. I love that. All right. Thank you so much, Daver. You are awesome. You prefer Ultima 6's conversation system to Ultima 7? It helps the game feel focused. It's the predecessor to dialogue trees. That makes sense. When you played this, you got a red pen and a regular pen and wrote the keywords in red. I mean, I could do that, but instead I just did this spreadsheet where I have a column where I note down all their keywords, and then next to that is the response to their keyword. It's less clean. I have multiple lines for each person now instead of one line per person, but I think it works. Don't do what you did, it'll take a year. I think my spreadsheet will work fine, because I only care about the keywords when I'm having the conversation with them. And so whenever I learn a keyword for somebody, I can just add another line for them with a new keyword and a blank in the notes. I could highlight them, I could do things like that. And then if I'm ever searching for something, I have Control F, because it's a spreadsheet. And I can search. Anyway, I'm gonna save the game. We have left the initial starting area, meaning we exited the castle today. We didn't make a ton of progress, but we did leave the castle. But that is gonna be where we're gonna actually leave the game for the day. So let me go ahead and we'll pop over to credits scene. because this was a fun stream. I am enjoying this game so far. It's what? I don't know why this scene is taking so long to load, but anyway, it has loaded. Ultima 6, I'm loving it. I love that it is a point-and-click adventure. I mean, I enjoyed aspects of the previous ones. I'm very happy that I've been playing all of them. I'm glad I started at Ultima 1. I'm glad I've played them all the way through. I wouldn't say I enjoyed the first 3. And 4 and 5 had their frustrating aspects as well. So far, I'm loving Ultima 6, although the conversations are a bit long at times. Anyway, let me say let me read off the credits. Let me first thank my mods. Elixir, Lord Portico, thank you so much for everything that you do to help me. This stream would not happen without you. Thank you to Galara for your resubscription, Rykar for your resubscription, and thank you, who was it? Galara for the 5 gifted subs. It was you. So yeah, thank you so much, Galara, for the gifted subs, for the resubscription, and Rykar for the resubscription as well as thank you, Rykar, for the bits. And thank you, Liz, for the raid. Absolutely amazing. It is wonderful having you all join me. Up next for me is I will be streaming tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, picking up where we left off at the beginning of Mass Effect 3, and continuing our story there, seeing where Mass Effect 3 takes us. And then, of course, on Monday, we'll continue with Psychonauts. We'll be back to Ultima 6 next Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm just going to check and see who my options are for raiding at the moment. I think we have to raid Vanna. Mass Effect 3, The Voyage to Cadence Bunk. You don't know how right you are. Oh, thank you, Elixir. CB's chatting. McFoolery, streaming God of War. I'm not familiar with McFoolery or Cooley Smiley. But I think we're gonna be popping over to Vanna. Vanna is having her 5-year partnerversary. So I think it would be fun to pop in on Vanna as she celebrates 5 years with Twitch. I have a raid call. Moobot does not like it, apparently. It used to work. Anyway, you should be able to, if you've got my emotes, if you are one of the subscribers, you should be able to just copy that and paste it when we get over there, and that would be wonderful. Orangitis, thank you for being here. If you don't have my emotes, it is #RogueRaid, and you can just pop on whatever emotes you want to say hello when we get there. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. Let me actually start the raid and make sure that it's going to let me go over there. It is. Thank you all for joining me. Go have fun. Celebrate Vanna's 5 years with Twitch. And I hope that I see you again soon. Until I do, get out there and do some shenanigans.